Okay, I've got both.
Should get that vital step with his opponent Terry Ray. He's got a winning record, and he has as much to lose in this as Robert Daniels.
Daniels ranked number 3 in the BC and the BA, so he is right at the threshold of another world championship shot. His opponent tonight, Terry Ray out of Terre Haute, an impressive 33-3 record, although he has feasted for the most part on a Midwest diet. He is best known for his gallant slugfest in a controversial 12-round defeat to undefeated Kenny Keene. Ray relies on his toughness in the ring and brings that to the ex-champ Daniels tonight.
That fight with Keene really put him in another category. He proved that he's tough, exciting, and in shape. That fight was give and take, and that's just the way that Terry Ray fights.
And what we expect here tonight, Terry Ray understands the opportunity he has here against Daniels. Checking out these two fighters, the sizes on the tail of the tape. Daniels 199 pounds. His last couple of fights, 212 and 218. And for Terry Ray, this is about as big as he gets, 190. So he gives away size in weight, although he regains it in height and that jab with the reach. We are in Miami, Florida. And the rules. Standing 8 count, not in effect. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. You cannot be saved by the bell. Scoring on the 10-point must scoring system. We're ready for the introductions, so let's go into the ring. Here is Mark Buto.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's bouts are under the auspices of the Florida State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Eric Riley. The attending executive director is Mike Shanti. Michael Akery Boxing Promotions and Budweiser, proud to be your bud, presents 10 rounds cruiserweights. Your referee for this event is once again the amazing Armando Garcia. Introducing now the principals. In the red corner to my right, wearing the blue trunks, white trim, he weighs in at 190 pounds. His professional record, 33 victories, 3 defeats. He has 20 wins by way of knockout. He hails from Terre Haute, Indiana. Here is Terry Sting Ray. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the All-American Stars and Stripe trunks. He weighs in at 199 pounds. His professional record, 32 victories, 3 defeats, 1 draw. He has 27 wins by way of knockout. He is currently rated number 3 in the world by both the WBC and the WBA. The former WBA Cruiserweight Champion of the world from Miami, Florida, Robert Preacherman Daniels. 10 rounds, cruiserweights.
Hey guys. Terry, Robert, you're professionals. You know the rules of the State Athletic Commission, as you've been advised. Protect yourself at all times. This right here is legal, okay? Good luck. May the best man win. God bless you. Okay, Joe.
This is certainly a step up for Terry Ray going up against the former champion in Robert Daniels. But, champ, this is also a step up for Robert Daniels, who has not faced a legitimate opponent outside of Mike Cedillo over the course of the last 2 years and 8 fights. He has been coasting. He has been waiting for a world title that has not come. He has lost his focus. He has looked disinterested, gotten heavy in the ring, but still maintaining a busy schedule. And tonight, Terry Ray comes in at 33-3, the best record he has faced in a while, and certainly a guy who's going to be able to hit back and be competitive.
And could sneak up and connect with Robert Daniels. Yes, in the last several fights, he has been rather mundane, but Terry Ray has been fighting. He fights basically the same kind of style every fight. Although in this fight, he is trying to bring a little bit more, good combination.
Crunching.
A little bit more boxing from Terry Ray. Hopefully for this fight, he should move his chin a bit more. He got cracked. I want you to look how dry both fighters are, especially Robert Daniels coming into this fight. So many times you catch a fighter in the first part of a long fight, right at the first where he's dry.
Daniels admits he has been lethargic, doing just what he has had to do to win in one-sided fights, going through the motions.
You talked about that fight with Mike Cedillo. Daniels said, I learned how to get on the inside and draw. Yes, Cedillo's tough and awkward. I learned how to move in and score.
But Daniels says now that he feels the way he did as a champion. Upbeat, aggressive. He's in better condition, down to 199 pounds. Better condition physically and also mentally. And he knows when he lost to the Russian fighter Kobazev, it really set him back. And has to climb back up in his last 8 fights to be in line for a championship fight. He won the crown nearly 7 years ago. He was just 21 then. Seems to have been around for ages. But he is just 28 years old now, just turned 28 a month ago. He lost the title to Bobby Chez after 2 defenses in '91. And you wonder how our next champ, he's been ranked up high, 2-3 in the world, hasn't been able to get another championship fight in 5 years. He's wondering the same thing. He claims it's been bad management. He's making a change in that area. The young man, 28.
Yeah, but with his record coasting along and him taking the safe opponents, he has fought the same kind of style each of the last 8 fights. He describes his style in the ring as a boxer puncher and adapting. His best punch, Daniel says, is the left hook. Terry Ray says in the ring, I'm a boxer puncher. I like to get it on. He says, there is no dancing in my style. I like to get in there and get with it. He says, I'm not a fast fighter. What I lack in speed, I make up for in heart. Terry Ray says his best punch is the left hook. He is naturally right-handed. He favors that left hook. Good right hand from Daniels. Ray comes back with a good left hook.
Oh, the low blow by Ray. Tuesday night fights. Al Albert along with the champ, Sean O'Grady, ringside. 2 cruiserweights. Calling this a crossroad. Terry Ray understands a win over the former champ. Robert Daniels propels him towards a world title fight, and Robert Daniels knows he can't lose this one if he still wants to get another shot at his own title.
Yeah, and he knows, Daniels knows, that he needs to do something impressive. He says, I'm not overlooking Ray. There's a good combination from Terry Ray. He says, I'm trying more in my career to initiate the attack. Trying to move in and score, and he scores with a big left hook right there.
Terry Ray has lost 3, none of them knockouts. He has never been stopped. His losses in his 5th pro fight against a fighter by the name of Mike Peake, and then in the 2 fights to Kenny Keene. The first one was a war, very controversial, and it was awarded to Keene. The second one was stopped on a headbutt in the 4th round, and they went to the cards, and Keene had built up the lead early, so he was given the technical win. Daniels has also lost on 3 occasions. Once to Bobby Chez for the championship, the other one to Sergey Kobazev, and in his 3rd fight to Eric Holly. But at that time, Daniels had turned pro at the age of 15. He won 8 fights, all by knockout, with that 1 loss to Holly before it was discovered he was only 15 years old, which was too young to turn pro. He had to wait until he was 18. So
you can't do that.
I know.
He's done it.
Who could get away with that kind of stuff?
You can't do that.
Well, he learned from one Sean O'Grady, who had done that years earlier. Many years earlier.
I think it was a few years earlier.
So Daniels sat out a couple of years and then came back. Actually, he was 175 in those first 9 fights. Came back a couple of years later at 199. That's where he is right now, 199 pounds. Ray is being trained by the legendary Angelo Dundee the last couple of years, and he's trying to work off the jab more, become more of a boxer.
Yeah, try to get him to move his head a bit more. Terry Ray said, I'm trying to get out of the way of some of these punches, but it'll probably turn into a slugfest. We're both aggressive fighters, and this is a slugfest.
Here's the end of the first. And some extra added attraction after the bell at the end of the second round.
In fact, the referee, Jorge Alonso, went over to the corner of Terry Ray and told Angelo Dundee, he said, he's hitting after the bell. Dundee said, no, Daniels is hitting after the bell. I think they both were guilty of that.
Added a few adjectives. I think he cleaned it up a little, champ. But you have two guys slugging now, and this is a pretty small ring, about a 16-foot ring. So there's not that much room to get away. Not that they would need it. It could affect Hector Camacho later tonight against a guy who will be charging forward. He's Todd.
Yeah, here's some of the movement that they're trying to add into Terry Ray's style. See him step over, walk around your opponent, get the angle on him. That is nice work, and that is vintage Angelo Dundee. He is an outstanding trainer who can teach you the different attack angles. Don't always attack one direction, right straight ahead. There you are, an omni-dimensional fighter. You go to the side, multi-dimensional. Oh, can't get hit. Good right hand from Daniels. Fast.
Daniels going up, though, against a very sturdy customer in Terry Ray. Good stamina. The one thing Ray worries about, getting cut in this fight and having that affect him. And right now there's a little something on one of his cheekbones.
Yeah, I think that's the glove of Robert Daniels.
Yeah, and landing there quite a bit. Ray says he's looking to eventually make this into a slugfest. Feels that he is stronger than Daniels. But he says if he does, if it becomes a slugfest, he wants to be smart about that. Certainly he's heard that from not only Angelo Dundee, but in the 1 year he worked with Kevin Rooney, who always preached that to Vinny Pazienza.
Oh yeah, Kevin Rooney, another outstanding trainer who teaches fighters to move side to side. Remember that the Tyson-esque movement, side to side? Terry Ray also trying to mix some of that in. There's a good left hook from Ray. Trying to back up Daniels. It seems like when Ray is at his best, he is making Daniels fight on his heels like this. You got to force him back, even push him around the shoulders. Terry Ray, they want to mix in some boxing, but it is difficult to get him to do. And see, when he gets hit, he is standing straight up and he's moving backwards. Terry is. Start changing a fighter's style, they become a bit bemused.
Al Albert with the champ, Sean O'Grady ringside in Fort Lauderdale. And this one just heating up. It's scheduled for 10 cruiserweights. In the blue is 33-year-old Terry Ray from Terre Haute, Indiana. He is 133. He has lost but 3 with 20 knockouts. A heavy-fisted cruiserweight fighter. In the red, white, and blue, 28-year-old Robert Daniels from Miami. He's 132, lost 3 with 1 draw, and he has 27 knockouts. Once owned the WBA Cruiserweight Championship. That was nearly 7 years ago, but still just 28. And feels that he is due another shot at the crown. He is now ranked number 3 by both the WBC and the WBA. Number 2 by the WBO. Terry Ray ranked number 5 by the WBO, and then falls down to 29 by the WBC, the only other organization that ranks Ray. Ray has not garnered any victory against recognizable names, so this is a major step up in the category of name value for him.
Yeah, Terry Ray fighting a long time. 2-time Indiana amateur champion. Says that he was 99